So right now, it's really late at night, like 2 in the morning, and going through these centrifuge valve plans on how to construct something like this. I don't know what type of material it's going to be, but the internal, you can see it's going to be made on a lathe. It's definitely going to be a brass of some type. Uh, there is a little plate on the top here, and uh, this plate has holes in it right in that area that are uh, pointing in the direction of spin, so it induces the spin inside of the uh, centrifuge valve. In the middle, in this area, there are little walls that the air or the fluid or whatever is being forced against these walls and inducing spin before it exits out this very fine crack in here. And once it exits the fine crack, then it starts slowing down and spinning through the cylinder. And then on the walls here are going to be small cracks, small slits, I guess you could say. You can see where how the slits come in. The slits come in here, and then this is going to be like a 3D model. So these little circles are actually drill holes that go down and probably go into a ring, um, and then the air is going to circulate through the ring through probably a port where a 1/8 connector will connect, and then basically it'll be like connected like here or something, a 1/8 connector, 1/8 pipe connector, and then it'll circulate and then go into these cracks. So the idea is that it comes out of these little holes spinning, and then it comes out here. Now, if any air is rejected, then instead of forcing against the direction of spin, it actually forces with the direction of spin, so making it want to spin faster, thus making the gas want to expand more outward rather than go inward and go inside be squished and go inside the slit and go back through the holes again. If it's being induced to go faster, it's not going to want to go back into the middle. It's going to be forcing against these walls even harder. So that's what it is, forcing it against itself. So rather than have energy loss like a valve closing, it's actually going to make it spin even faster. So that's when the oscillation stops, it's actually going to push back even harder. So it would be like not just a valve opening, but suddenly there was a huge whoosh of energy, a bunch of energy just suddenly being released. So there will be some energy loss and some energy charge, which would make it more effective. But yeah, these are just 3D models to help me figure out how I'm going to build it, like on a lathe. What's this material going to be made of? What's this material going to be made of? And how these plates are going to fit together, and how I'm going to get an airtight seal, rather than reconstruct that more models like the one I created, which spent probably 30 minutes on, and it wasn't perfect. But by drawing a 3D model scale, I'm able to fail and fail again, and then probably come out with a more simplistic way of doing this. So I can make two valves the very same way with the very same pattern and make it simple, to be more mass produced, uh, but in the most simplistic way.